Hey guys, welcome back to Zero's Typology. And in a similar spirit to yesterday, we're going to look at this individual who is associated with like kind of like the far right or political commentary, a firebrand, definitely a troll. I think he's really funny, but I'm not easily offended. But if you are, spoiler alert, we're looking at Alex Stein today, and he does say some pretty offensive, potentially controversial things. So there is your spoiler alert. And we're just gonna start with some pictures here. Okay, here, he's wearing a tie. He's got like a cheeky grin. I would guess like head type, probably three wing, two in heart, core head type. And also in CT, I'm pretty sure this guy would be a TSI, probably with any conscious or integrated. And I first became aware of him, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago when someone from my server sent me his prayers for Ukraine rap video, which I thought was pretty funny. And it's almost everything he does is trolling, though he does seem to be like sincerely invested in politics and trying to be serious kinda, but like more of like a trolling thing than anything else. And I thought we could start with some basic background about his life. Excuse me. He was born in 1986, like me, represent. American right-wing comedian and YouTuber known for disrupting local government meetings and confronting politicians and other individuals. Also the host of Primetime with Alex Stein on Glenn Beck's Blaze Media Network. So he's born in Texas. His father's half Jewish, but he was deprived of the cool Jewish stuff as a kid. And he was obsessed with spy stuff, which he said led to his enjoyment of conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories seems to really be the domain. I mean, I guess some fives could potentially get into it too. There's probably honestly like a wide range of types that are drawn to conspiracy theories, but I tend to see it often in like the 6-7 space. Six wing seven, maybe just by virtue of the fact that there are so many six wing seven heads over seven wing six. But yeah, conspiracy theories. Um, Pursued a comedy career. Apparently it didn't work out because he went back to selling used cars with his dad. Started off on YouTube, producing and participating in food challenge videos. I wonder if it was like mukbang stuff. I don't want to look 'cause it's like it's so gross. Um, he was a contestant on a reality TV show in which he described himself as having no shame. And should I turn into the most epic villain in the history of reality TV? And then was the first to be voted off by the viewers. Wah, wah. And then he became known for disrupting local government meetings, sometimes virtually during the COVID-19 pandemic. So he did it because he was frustrated the Dallas government was unresponsive, but the way he did it is it's just pure comedy. And then I think he just made that his whole thing, disrupting other local government meetings and rapping about vaccines and other topics, described as mostly harmless, if not in poor taste. So then he upped the ante in 2022 by confronting politicians and low-key harassing them. He was described as sexually harassing AOC on the steps of the US Capitol in July of 22 by calling her a big booty Latina and accusing her of wanting to kill babies. Which we can find that video too. I thought it was funny, but I'm guessing there's some people out there that probably would not appreciate that humor. Um, and Crenshaw, this guy he insulted, compared him to an angry little boy, which honestly is really not that far off of the mark. If you look at some of these videos, I'm gonna bless you with. But it's just kind of funny, and I think this speaks to his type structure here, that he was gonna speak at this university and it was canceled after a protest, and he went on to taunt protesters and was spit on by one. And then in 2022, Stein and a half-dressed man he called his wife's boyfriend broke into the lobby of Barstool Sports and were forcefully removed by security. So he ran for the Board of Trustees in the Highland Park Independent School District in Texas and received a whopping 1% of the vote. Wah, wah. So yeah, he's very controversial. I think he's double reactive. I think he's a Kyle. I'll just tell you right off the bat. He's one of the more obvious ones. At this point, I'm thinking probably like 6'7", 8'7". I think he's sexual blind, though I'm not totally sure of his stacking. We'll just kind of figure it out as we go. And I guess in 2024, he was kicked out of the Republican National Convention after he disrupted an interview. So it's like this guy is kind of just too much, no matter what he's doing, even if it's something he cares about and is invested in. And I don't know. I think he's entertaining, but I kind of like these extreme people. I find them pretty amusing. And then okay, I guess his mother passed away of COVID. That's too bad. But guess we can just get right into this video. And this is like the first one I watched, and it definitely sold me on Core 6 for him, and you'll see why.
Wealthy people. Now, whether or not that was
former Prime Minister of Israel. Don't we
was
have
that?
super chats? Including the former Prime Minister
Was
of
his
Israel.
best friend was at his house all the time.
I swear.
So who's hanging out with the Prime Minister? Who's hanging out with the Prime Minister of the country? So you're not just Joe Blow.
Take it down.
No, I just get so mad because you guys are just so thick. It's like
Just because we don't agree with you, chill out.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't work for Mossad.
Oh, come on.
You think anybody who works for Mossad is going to wear a shirt that says "I work for Mossad"?
Do you know who Ghislaine
You really
Maxwell
think the
is?
Mossad is that thick?
Because you're so smart. Do you know who Ghislaine Maxwell is? Do you know who Ghislaine Maxwell's father is?
What?
Robert Maxwell. You know when Robert Maxwell died, you know what kind of funeral they gave him? They gave him the
Tell me
same
more
sort
from the
of funeral
Groypers. Tell
that
me
you
more
would
from
give it-
Candace Owens, please.
It's not from Candace Owens.
Tell me more.
See, this is why this broad is so stupid, because this is just open. This is just open.
Okay, this is like some real 6-on-6 violence going on, and it's almost hard to watch if it wasn't kind of amusing at the same time.
Information. No, it's not. It's not from Candace. No, it's not from Candace, because when Robert Maxwell died, he was never in the Israeli military, but he got
go
the
back
same.
to when
Let
you
me-
were
let me-
talking
no,
about the
shut
map,
up.
'cause
Shut
that
up.
was
Let me
really
finish
funny.
talking. Of course, she's going to use her Jewish magic.
Shut up, shut up. So this is like a whole lot of reactivity with also like an assertive edge from the 7 wing, and also I think that his second fix is 8. So he's doing this steamrolling thing, but it's in this like kind of neurotic 6 space of like, I need to get my facts out, shut up, and also like rapidly going to insulting her. Which I have noticed, and I'm not trying to like throw all the 6s under the bus, but like unhealthy or low health 6s, counterphobic 6s, if you disagree with something they believe in, this is often what you'll experience, a whole lot of like reactivity and like super ego shaming. And then the ad hominem attack, they attack you, not your argument. They try to like undermine who you are, your credibility, whatever.
To try to cancel me. Listen, No. Let me finish what I'm saying. Ghislaine Maxwell's dad, Robert Maxwell, when he died, and he fell off a boat in a very weird way. So when he died, he got an official Israeli IDF hero's funeral. The funeral that only a certain person that even lost their life in the line of battle.
Esmeralda Farmer Galbraith, was she involved at all with the government?
No, listen, do not try to derail me from this. I'm trying to talk about serious stuff.
Because nobody cares.
No, because I have idiots like you that say, oh, there's no connection to Jeffrey Epstein and Mossad.
But look at how emotional you are, Alex.
Shut your mouth for 2 seconds. You just shut up.
So, and she's pointing out that he's getting emotional, which is like when you see a 6 being more forceful like this under confrontation versus like a core 8, they are going to be more emotional because there's more like ego investment in their belief system, their orientation to the world. It's just more triggering for them. So you're going to see stuff like this.
This is the thing. Yeah, because I get mad because she's lying. Let me tell you something. Jeffrey
but
Epstein
you lie all the time, and I don't get
Ghislaine
mad.
Maxwell. Listen, this is not a lie. Jeffrey
Because
Epstein
I have the courage of my
Let me
convictions,
finish my point.
so I can be calm.
Ghislaine Maxwell, her father worked for Israel. She is now currently in prison for sex trafficking children. Her connection to her father is directly connected to Mossad. Now, people like you are going to lie and say that there's no connection.
You know what that means?
But when you look at Jeffrey Epstein, and you can look this up, when they did a search of his house, they found that he didn't just have an American passport, he also had an Israeli passport. So if you really do not think that he was not connected with our intelligence agencies and the intelligence agencies,
Okay, so like, yeah, he's got like the squirrely thing, the factual, the reality-based orientation. Like this is what actually happened. And like the most critical thing to him right now is like trying to relay these facts to this audience. And he's obviously very aggravated because he's being interrupted. But there's also like just kind of like the squirrely influence of the seven wing on his core 6, because like he's just very like kind of, even though he is a pretty strong orator and he's conveying what he wants to convey pretty well, there's still this sense that he's kind of scattered and a little squirrely.
agencies of the woman that he was working with to sexually traffic kids whose father has so much evidence that he was part of Israelis Mossad agency. You're the liar. You're the one that's not connecting the dots when it's so obvious. So
You're the liar. You're the bad man. Yeah, that's triggered 6 stuff.
I get frustrated when you just sit there and lie and say there's no connection to Mossad.
You're so sure. I said he didn't work for Mossad.
You don't know that. You have no idea.
You don't know that he does.
Well, there's a lot of dots that are connected, and I know that there's classified levels of information.
Yes, but there's also but he's also been connected to other intelligence agencies, not just Mossad. And also, he was he was part of the political class. He was the elites, and there's a whole political class in Israel, just like a deep state, just like in America. And those people were all hobnobbing around. And the only person that he had a connection to in Israel was Ehud Barak.
That's his only connection. Ghislaine Maxwell's dad is Robert Maxwell. How stupid are you? Do you not realize?
Yeah, that's core 6 like emboldened by the 8 fix. And it's kind of funny. I think they're both 6s and they keep just interrupting each other and talking over each other. Oh gosh.
Who Robert Maxwell is?
Epstein.
And do you not know Jeffrey Epstein's connected to Ghislaine Maxwell? Are you too stupid to put that together?
Okay.
No, I just don't know how stupid you are because you don't think that Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein work together?
This is what I think. I think you should have Park McDougald on from Tablet Magazine, and I think you
sounds like a retard. I don't need Tablet Magazine to realize that Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein work together. You don't want to admit that because it connects all the dots and it makes Israel look bad. And then you look at people like Tom Alexandrovich, a pedophile.
No. How can I help?
No, you can't mediate because I'm sick of liars. I'm just sick of liars. Like
it's the low 9 trying to smooth things over.
You're the type of person when Tom Alexandrovich. No, real quick, Jamie.
Hey, guys, let's.
Well, I just get pissed.
Just bring it down. Just bring it down. Bring it down.
That Jeffrey Epstein didn't work for Mossad. I'm lying.
Yeah, because you're not connecting the dots. You're trying to. It's like Tom Alexandrovich. Why did Benjamin Netanyahu lie? Tom
Alex, the fact that you're so sure about this and it makes you so angry.
Yeah, because I don't want powerful people molesting kids on airplanes.
Your character.
Yeah,
Alex, there's so much more about your character than anything related.
I'm not a shill.
Hey, come on.
And she's attacking his character. Just honestly, like, sorry, sixes, but I see sixes doing that a lot when things get heated.
Balls and strikes.
Bring the temperature down here a little bit.
No, I want to raise the temperature up because we're not pushing.
Because it's 9.
We need to make it more reactive.
30 and it's a Friday, man. I do give a damn.
I'm passionate about this, and I don't want these people out here protecting Jeffrey.
Actually, that host there might be like a 9-wing 8. He kind of has a little bit of like the Joe Rogan vibe. He's getting pissed because this guy's acting like such a nut job.
Epstein, I think it's a big deal.
She's not protecting Jeffrey Epstein.
He didn't have any connection with Mossad. If he didn't have a connection with an
intelligence
agency,
he didn't work for Mossad.
Obviously, okay. Do you think, Phil?
I think he probably had a lot of connections with
that.
But in terms
Jeffrey
of who he was close to, the only person he was close to was
or the CIA.
If I understand correctly, he did not have a connection to Mossad or CIA. He had connection to powerful, like, wealthy people. Now, whether or not that was
former Prime Minister of Israel.
Don't we have super chats?
Including the former Prime Minister of
His
Israel.
best friend was at his house all the time.
I swear.
So who's hanging out with the Prime Minister? Who's hanging out with the Prime Minister of the country? So you're not just Joe Blow.
Take it down.
No, I just get so mad because you guys are just so.
He's gonna give himself an aneurysm.
Chill out. You don't have to agree with me. It's that she's saying that he's hanging out with the Prime Minister, and you're looking at me like I'm crazy because I think that he might work for the government if he's hanging out with the Prime Minister. You're the one gaslighting me. I'm not the crazy.
I'm not gaslighting anyone.
Can't see the forest for the big tree in front of your face.
No, again, this is not gaslighting. This is.
Do you have like one black fingernail? Oh yeah, I wonder what's going on there. Huh, okay.
In front of your face.
No, again, this is not gaslighting. This is straight up saying, okay, we don't see things the same way you do. Generally, disagreement around this table is something that we take in stride. This is a very normal thing for people to disagree. Okay, we do not need.
And I think you could make a point that he's claiming that they're gaslighting him is like kind of like an attachment thing. Because he's reacting against that. Like, he's probably getting so activated and worked up because he is a 6 and he cares a lot about like exposing the truth, and he doesn't have anyone backing him up. The only thing backing him up right now is his 8-wing.
To go ahead and start screaming at each other like this.
It gets certain people emotional.
I just get emotional because.
She's like such a bitch. She's like, it makes certain people emotional.
Because you can't defend it. Like, can you defend how Benjamin Netanyahu just lied and said when Tom Alexandrovich just got arrested for doing a pedophile sting in Las Vegas that he wasn't actually arrested? Do you think that's cool that he lied about that, protecting another pedophile?
These are Wisconsin.
Okay, so you see a lot of reactivity, a lot of like almost kind of like I'm the underdog. I'm championing the truth. I'm going up against all these I don't know, bad people to champion the truth. But I thought we could check out his Ukraine rap. Because, I mean, you could definitely, I think just from that clip when he's like extremely agitated, you might be tempted to be like, oh, he is, he's a 6-wing 5, but I don't think he is. He's too trolly.
And we do have some speakers this evening. The first one is Alex Stein.
Hello, Council. My name's Primetime 99 Alex Stein, and I have a little presentation for you today. I have a little audio accompaniment, but I want to take a moment to think about the people of Ukraine and what they're going through. So I prepared a little song for them. Let me turn this on. I really want to try to help the people out there. Okay, guys? So let me just get it going. They call me Primetime 99 Alex Stein. I hope you guys like my flavor. Come on. Prime time, 99, on the grind, all the time. Go insane for Ukraine. A bullet in Putin's brain. I'm time, always on the grind, always gotta shine. And you know it's no lie.
My best friend.
What? Oh, excuse me. Come on, audio. Where are we going? Now we're cooking, guys. I got it turned down a little bit. It's prime time. Let's start that one more time, guys. Come on in the audience. Let's vibe tonight. It's prime time. Officer, you know I'm on the grind. You know gas prices are way too high. Putin's got to die. Put a bullet in Putin's head. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm a freak for the vaccine. Vaccinate my body at the party. Sipping Bacardi. I'm the proof when I'm in the booth. Spitting on the mic. Putin's anti-vax. Putin hates all of them blacks. Putin is a bad racist. Put him in the ground, white or brown. And I'm in plain old town. And you know you just got found. I'm a pimp on a blimp. Eating lots of steak and shrimp. No, you can't stop my shine. I'm number 99. And you know I grind and shine. And you know I do it all the time. One more time, I'm teaching class. This is your whole pass. Zelensky is a VIP. Ukraine and I go insane. Put a bullet in Putin's brain. You know that is the plan. I'm a Zelensky stan. I love you, Vladimir Zelensky. You're also smart. What's the smell? Did somebody fart? No, what can you say? Vaccinate me straight or gay. I love you, and I love to rhyme and grind all the time. And you got that sanitizer, and you know I got that Pfizer. You know I stick it in my vein. Put a bullet in Putin's brain. Do it for the Ukraine. Before I go insane, let me antibacterial on my body at the party. Sipping Bacardi, you know the flow. And I am a pimp, cause I am on a blimp. Eating lots of steak and shrimp. One more time.
Okay, I mean, I find him hilarious, and he's selling it so hard, he's like getting out of breath. The first time I saw this, I was going around singing "I'm a pimp on a blimp" for like 3 weeks. So thank you, Alex Stein, for that. It just keeps going. Um, so yeah, I think he's a pretty clear Kyle. Probably with double seven wing influence, just because like he's so reactive, he's so assertive, he's so unhinged.
Dave, I brought my wife's boyfriend. Hey, I'm looking for Dave Portnoy. Come on, Dontarius. Dontarius. It's prime time. Come on, Dontarius. I brought my wife's boyfriend in here. Come on, guys. Where's Dave Portnoy? Where's Dave? Listen, I'm with my wife's boyfriend. I'm with my wife's boyfriend. Where's Dave? Hey, Dave Portnoy, we're here for you. You invited on your podcast, Francis Ellis. Don't make fun of Tucker Carlson, Francis. Do not make fun of Tucker. Do not make fun of Tucker. It's prime time.
I have literal tears.
You guys are all cowards. You guys can't do anything. Where are you at, Dave? I brought my wife's boyfriend. Come and do something about it, Dave. I'm not afraid.
Oh, wow,
Invite me on your podcast and uninvite me. Me and Dontarius, we got something to say about it.
Okay, so you could make some typology points from this. You sure can. So this is definitely like 6 bolstered by 8, calling out Stool Presidente. I don't know who that is. And Barstool Sports for being cowards and hiding from me. So this is like peak reactivity. That double 7 wing trollish vibe. This guy's just an absolute menace to society, which honestly I think we probably need right now. This one was interesting. Just like him being more calm, doing like everyday stuff.
Baby, we're about to go ham on this all-you-can-eat pasta. Never-ending pasta, it never ends. David Lopez and I, we both went to 6th grade, and then he transferred to Frisco Middle School. True story. Miss you, David. Never-ending pasta bowls here at Olive Garden. We're getting freaky with it. Look at that. Oh, wow. And this has got the 4 cheese marinara, and then that freaking creamy mushroom. And you get the spoon. I don't know why they got the spoon. Bon appetit. This is 1 plate down. I don't even think I can eat any more. I mean, I'm just making myself get a second bowl because I feel, you know, like I'm not getting my money's worth. What a night at the Olive Garden. Not a better place that I want to spend my Friday night than the OG with my baby. I'm at Olive Garden with my baby.
Okay, I guess you could say that's points for SpSo. Like, who films a video of himself going to the Olive Garden? I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, we'll just check this one out.
Also, the Dallas Cowboys suck. I'm sick of the Dallas Cowboys. It was one thing when the Mavericks traded Luka. I was like, who cares about the Mavericks? They're not any good. They don't have Dirk anymore. But now that the Dallas Cowboys are basically doing their own false flag attack on their franchise, it makes me sick because I wish Jerry Jones would sell the team to the cartel because at least the cartel would figure out how to get across the.
I don't really care about football. What's this?
Everybody calls me the fake Charlie Kirk, you know?
Trip on a blimp. How you doing, young man?
Dude, I thought you were Charlie Kirk.
I am Charlie.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Charlie Kirk?
Yes. Why do you think I have this crew?
Are you actually?
Yes, let's take a selfie. What do you mean? Who do you think I am?
You're Charlie Kirk?
Yes, Turning Point USA.
Yo! Yo! Bro, it's Charlie Kirk.
This comment, you look like if Charlie Kirk and Tucker Carlson had a baby. It's so true.
Oh, dude, actually Charlie Kirk.
I'm actually
Take
Charlie
the
Kirk.
glasses, take off the glasses.
Yes, dude, I'm Charlie.
Really?
Yes, dude, take a selfie. How do you not know this? Why do I have a camera crew, dude? I'm obviously Charlie. Like, gosh, it's bugging me that I'm this well known. Yeah, Charlie Kirk, Turning Point.
Wow. Okay, so obviously like high energy levels, very, very high. Let's see what this is.
I love big booty Latinas. So I sit here and I see, yes, I love.
You are out of line.
Well, I can't say I love big booty Latinas. How do you figure that?
That
Wait,
is
how is that a
response?
So my First Amendment right, I'm allowed to say I like big booty Latinas. How is that a crime? Is that because you're a big booty Latina?
That is the second time.
Wait, how is
Do you
that?
have a
No,
comment
I do have a comment about technology,
legislating?
but you're yelling at me because I'm talking about big booty Latinas. Like,
at you. What
listen,
is that?
AOC is my favorite big booty Latina. You're my second favorite big booty Latina. So don't get all, butthurt about that. I still think you're a beautiful lady. Little thick, but I like them thick. I love big booty Latinas. So I sit here and I see, yes, I love.
You are out of line.
Well, I can't say I love big booty Latinas. How do you figure that?
That
Wait, how is that a?
response?
This is what democracy looks like. So brave. So brave. Okay. So yeah, it's like some of this like kind of SpSo stuff and then like conspiracy theory stuff. Okay. Let's check this one out.
My baby's over there. Cowboys play tonight. We're gonna get to gamble on it. We're going to Vegas, maybe. Got the max and stuff. Love Vegas. Southwest, we're gonna go this airline. You know what I mean? We love budget airlines. All right, guys, we're just locking the whole lot. Keep it busy. Get Lady Luck on or something. Let's go. Made it to Vegas. It takes forever to get off the plane. Everybody's waiting. We made it to Vegas, baby. We're about to win some money. Let's go. Oh, there's Power Bus. Come on. That seems good. Does that mean we're playing the slots at the airport? We just landed. We got it. Like, we're such degenerates. But look, we're up so far. Come on, baby. Come on. Don't let it in.
Okay, he actually might be SpSo. There's just so much of that stuff. Cracker Barrel? What's this?
I'm from New Delhi. It's just really good.
Oh God. He's just such a troll. He's just such a menace. I love it. I love it. I know a lot of people are gonna find this wildly distasteful, but
See,
Yeah,
there he
this is
is.
it. Look at him. That's scary as hell because he has all the leverage. You know what I mean? He gets underneath you. You're going to the ground. And the fact that he's so aggressive, too, it's kind of scary. Just
Yeah, he's their security during the day, apparently.
that is their security, this guy.
See,
Yeah,
there he
this
is.
is it. Look at him.
oh,
That's scary.
okay.
WNBA 7.
Oh, look out. Something just came onto the floor.
Look how she kicks it. Damn. That's not the first dick she's kicked, I'll tell you that much. WNBA 7.
Okay, so like you could say the primary focus of what he's doing is this kind of like absurdist humor. But I definitely think he's a core six. He's just leaning really heavily into that seven wing because even though he's doing like this really ridiculous trollish humor, it's there's this constant undercurrent of like reactivity and exposing the truth. And I thought we could I'm sorry again, guys. This is super offensive. I think it's funny, but you've been warned.
Welcome. Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
My name's Alex Stein. I'm considered one of the sexiest men in conservative politics. And one thing I want to say, a lot of people are going to hear my testimony and you're going to say you're anti-LGBTQ. I want to say that's impossible because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So obviously I have a lot of gay pride. But, you know, a lot of conservatives like yourself, you want to outlaw transgenders in women's sports. I disagree. I like transgenders in women's sports because you can gamble on them and win money. And I won so much money on Leah Thomas's propeller in that pool. I almost turned DraftKings, into Draft Queens. And, you know, I actually like transgenders in the military, too, because, first of all, transgenders are some of the meanest people on planet Earth, so they'd make a good soldier, don't you think? And then, you know, second of all, transgenders love to do mass shootings. So, you know, that's perfect for a military veteran. And then on top of that, the suicide rate is
Get the guy next to him. He's like, why did I get seated next to this lunatic?
incredibly high among transgender people. So we could just use them like the Taliban has suicide bombers. Maybe you guys can actually, you know, if you commit suicide, actually help us in the battlefield. So that would be good. So I think we need transgenders in the military and women's sports. Now, when we come to the bathroom bill, though, this is an asymmetrical problem. Because, first of all, no dude cares if, like, a bisexual woman comes in there and tries to use, like, a pee funnel. You know, some lady boy comes in there, some, you know, stud comes in there and wants to pee in the urinal. No guy's going to be threatened by, you know, a trans woman. But we don't want these gargoyles in a dress, you know, some chick with a dick coming in there and trying to pee or poop next to my girlfriend, because that's disgusting. And, well, I was going to say something. Listen, I have my First Amendment right. Let me just say. So, we're sick of these transgenders trying to invade women's personal spaces. These people have autogynephilia, they're sexual perverts, and they actually get satisfaction from going there and looking under a stall. So these are mentally ill people that are on hormones, that are on all kinds of pills, they're impulsive, and they do not belong in a women's restroom. So if some of you lesbians want to come in and pee next to me, you're more than welcome. So we just don't let the chicks with dicks in the women's room, and you guys are all welcome in the men's room. I think that works.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mr. Covey, welcome. Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
This guy over here, his girlfriend is a saint.
Okay, so I kind of want to see him like more calm, like if he did like a sit-down interview with someone where he's not, you know, putting on a show and trying to piss people off. The art of trolling. Okay, this could be good.
We got to get to business. Like I said, Gavin was trolling me saying, It's a nobody with a legend, and I have to agree. I have to bring that up, Gavin, a little bit because.
No, you don't.
Well, you started a cultural movement.
Let's
show something because I don't want to sit here and kiss Gavin's derriere this whole time, but I want to say, lately, because I've been going there and doing this astroturfing, like the clips you're going to see, it's a very effective. Comedy is one of the most effective tools of waking people up, and I think I have to honestly say that you're kind of an inspiration for that.
Okay, so there you go. Comedy is one of the most effective tools for waking people up. So I think that shows like the reactivity influence of six, which is it's, trying to get at like provoking a reaction and with the superego driver behind it. In this case, it's waking people up, it's getting the truth out there. And I think like probably a large part of what he does, like I think this is a legitimate part of his personality as just being really ridiculous and trollish, but he does have an agenda behind it.
You use comedy to kind of like create a movement. Incidentally, you didn't even mean to start it. So comedy is the way, but go ahead, please roll the clips.
All right, well, let's roll the one that's your most famous one, the first one. We'll do all these in chronological order, Ryan. So this one put you on the map, I'd say.
Well, is this the Ukraine or is this the?
No, this is the. Oh, I guess you don't know, the one where you said you'd have 2 trans kids.
Oh, well, yeah, this is the first one. Wow, you really went back. Well, because that one went viral. It got shared by like Charlie Kirk and a bunch of Ben Shapiro. But the one that really went viral, that got like tens of millions of hits, was the Prayers for Ukraine. But that was, see, you really did your research, your homework. Wow, I feel.
Well, I remember when this came out, and I remember a lot of people believed it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best joke, 80% of the people get it, and 20% don't.
Yeah, well, see, my hero is Andy Kaufman. I mean, I say that all the time because he blurred the line of reality and fiction, and that's what you have to do. Because like, if you give people information, they don't want to take it. They're just like.
Well, especially politics and COVID and.
Of course.
Wars in the third world.
It's like what I call trauma-based mind control. You're just constantly getting the death scroll. You're constantly getting like this negative vibrational energy that's just supposed to literally put you in fight or flight response. So that's why comedy is effective, and mixing that, blurring that line of reality and fiction, because it makes people ask a question. Then they have to turn on their brain. They're like, is this real or is this?
I also think it makes the town hall people more interested. Yeah. I know they hate you and you're screaming at them, but at least some of them must be going, this is a hell of a lot less boring than the guy who's complaining about wheelchair ramps.
Well, sadly.
And it's true because he is entertaining. Like, love him or hate him, he's shaking things up.
That's why I kind of started going crazy there, because when I first spoke, you're kind of nervous to speak in these meetings, even though it was on Zoom. I mean, I wasn't like, I'm a public speaker, so I'm not that nervous, but I went there to talk earnestly about this 81-year-old guy. When the COVID started, they closed down all the bathrooms at the public parks. Like, it doesn't make sense, a public park bathroom. They don't even have roofs on them. And basically, they just wanted to shut down the parks, like when they put, yellow tape around the swings and stuff. It's just ridiculous. Or when they put sand in the skate ramps in California. It just doesn't make sense. Like, that's not where you're going to get COVID spreading. But this 81-year-old guy, I checked on him. His name is Rudy, and he used to walk his dog there every day because I walk my dogs. And he's like, yeah, I stopped walking there because, my colostomy bag, I don't like to change it. And so I was like, I went and talked.
Enemy of the state.
Yeah, I mean, and so I went and talked to him. I was like, you guys got to open things up. This doesn't make sense. This is like, we need to walk and go outside and exercise. And of course, never once during the pandemic they say exercise or walk or get any.
No. You can go to the liquor store.
I mean, seriously, the liquor store is essential, but the gyms, no, closed. You got to close those down. So I noticed I didn't really get any response, but one of the first speeches that got a response, and this is like what woke me up, is
So I do want to pause it because like he mentioned that older guy that he talked to, and so it is coming from like this super ego place of like the government is doing this harm to people and I want to make some noise, I want to address these wrongs, and because he is like double seven-winged, double reactive, a lot of an assertive influence. Like he's gonna do what he has to do. He's going to play the fool, but it's kind of for a cause, a good cause.
I made a joke. We have the mayor. His name's Eric Johnson. So I was like,
this is Dallas.
This is in Dallas, Texas. It's a city hall meeting. This is, I think, the second meeting I spoke at. I said, Mayor Johnson, you should say to get the vaccine numbers up you should say Mayor Johnson's giving free Johnson & Johnsons in the gay community because they would love the double entendre. And since you're the first openly gay mayor of Dallas, they would, love you and follow your lead. He's not openly gay. He's like has 3 kids and like a lovely marriage supposedly. And his eyes got big, and I could tell I drew him off sides. Like when Tom Brady's like hot, hot, and the guys go off sides. I was like, oh wow, okay, now I need to just give him bull the whole time, yeah. And so,
hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
Hello, I'm Gavin McInnes.
And together we're Compound Censored.
And we would like you to subscribe with
the origin story of how this kind of happened.
Okay, because I saw that one, but that one isn't this one. So
no, this is. See, I had to go a bunch. This is the first one that got a lot of attention.
But had you done it before?
Oh yeah, I had done it probably 5 or 6 or 7
times. Oh, okay. Well, let's watch the one that broke you. This is your hit.
Both on puberty blockers, and you realize they are vulnerable. They're immune.
And it's kind of funny because even though he is like a huge troll, he actually looks like, someone who should be there. Like he's got the haircut, like the Republican haircut, the suit and tie. And I think again, this is probably like 3 Wing 2 Fix influence.
Oh, well, could you go back?
Park, and the reason I'm here today is we need to take a page, Mayor Johnson, out of New York's book, and we got to mandate vaccines because right now I am losing housekeepers left and right because, listen, every time the service sends a housekeeper to my house and they test positive for coronavirus, I can't have them work around my kids. I have 2 trans kids in my house, both on puberty blockers, and you realize they are vulnerable. They're immunocompromised. We need more people vaccinated. I voted for Joe Biden, so I'm happy that we're getting more migration to Dallas, but until we mandate these vaccines, we're going to continue to get people sick. We have to get creative. In New York, they're giving $100 plus a free hamburger. Here in Dallas, maybe in the urban centers, we give free KFC. We give free tacos in the Latin markets because the Latin
You really looked the part.
Yeah, I'm about 25 pounds lighter there, too. That's kind of embarrassing, but go ahead.
Delta
variant.
Please and that is so hard on my children, Decca and Daleks, because what a 9-year-old, when they lose their favorite housekeeper and they lose that pupusa recipe, when the service sends the next worker, that housekeeper doesn't make the same recipe. So my kids are going through just a total turmoil. So we have to get creative. And we have to go into the gay community, like a creative idea. Since you're the first openly gay mayor of Dallas, we ought to do Mayor Johnson's free Johnson & Johnson because the gay community would like the double entendre.
You can't see, but on the screen I can see all the little, their faces. And that's when I first noticed. I was like, oh, wow, really? I really need to go after
them. I'm embarrassed to say I don't get the joke.
What are you talking about? I know. Well, it's just
Johnson Johnson is a penis.
His name is Eric Johnson, so it's just the double entendre of Johnson.
And he is really clever and witty on his feet, which is like definitely the 6 Wing 7 space.
Double entendre.
Well, because it's Johnson & Johnson selling Johnson & Johnson.
So it's not sexual at all.
No, but it's kind of sexual. And you see what I'm saying? Like if Mayor Johnson's free Johnson & Johnson, so it's like free to the gay community. I don't know. It's that. What the heck, Gavin? Okay, now we're rating the jokes on a scale of 1 to 10. They're not that great. What the heck? I mean, I'm not.
I mean, there's no logic to it.
I'm illogical.
Like if you got the vax in your, and it would be like get your Johnson & Johnson by Mayor Johnson.
This is the logic, Gavin, because Johnson & Johnson is a word for a penis. So it's like Mayor
one Johnson is a word for a penis. So
well, you're getting 2 double.
What's penis about the vax? There's nothing penisy about it.
Well, it kind of inserts you, injects you into your body. I mean, a needle going into you. I mean, that's a penis going into you. That's kind of. Listen,
a penis going into your butt feels really, really good, especially if you are able to keep it secret.
It doesn't feel good for everyone. That's not the case. But seriously, it's just.
How does he know?
I'm not an expert. I mean, come on.
Prick or a prick maybe could have been
something. A prick for a prick. That would have been good. But I think Johnson & Johnson...
Get pricked. And then the logo's a cock.
Okay, regardless, it was a joke. It wasn't that great of a joke at the end of the day, Gavin.
That's why his eyes went wide, because he was like, I don't even
get it. Okay, all right. Enough trolling.
That guy doesn't get it because he's probably a really slow 9 Wing 8.
Done with this? Is that the whole clip?
Yeah, we could
get the idea. That was great. That was wonderful. And was that like? I feel bad having you on this show.
Why?
Because we're peeling back the curtain. And it's like...
What are you talking about? No, I want people to do this.
It's like there's a sexy woman in lingerie, and we're like, so how did you shave, like, your legs? Oh, I got out a razor, and I got all my leg hairs off. Then I took a huge shit. Then I had a shower. I put on my foundation. And then now you're like, oh, I liked it better when you were a sex.
No, Kevin, it's not like that. See, the thing is, now other people are doing this. Now I go into these meetings.
Oh, yeah, is that one of your guys?
Yes, Cassidy Campbell. He's my guy. We're going there. We got a crew of guys. I mean, by the time it's done, you know how it's like the Proud Boys, you know? I'm just saying it will be in every city council in every city. They will be going to these meetings, and it's going to be like Fight Club, you know?
Well, show Marty Epstein. Ryan, that's towards the bottom there.
That's Cassidy, yes. And so Cassidy and I come up with these bits together. Once I started going viral, he has 1 million subs on YouTube. So we started collaborating. And now we go to these meetings and we literally tag team him with this stuff. And it's not going to stop. And other people are going to do it. Other people are using this bit. And somebody will tweet at me, Gavin, they'll be like, are you mad that somebody's stealing your bit? No. I want everybody going. Because these politicians, literally, and it doesn't matter who's speaking, as soon as they get to the podium, they're giving them like this negative energy and people are nervous. So when we come in there, they get nervous. The whole energy in the room changes now that they know me. So it's actually better that we're peeling the curtain.
Predator becomes prey.
I mean, seriously, that's really what is the reversal of roles. Like, all of a sudden, they're like, what is this guy going to say? You know, is he going to embarrass me? Da-da-da-da-da. So it changes the whole aspect of.
Yes, I mean, he's breaking down his process because he's hoping to inspire other people to do that, which I think probably, again, speaks to core 6 and attachment, super ego. Well, anyways, I feel like we can probably call it if anyone's still here. If you guys have survived this video up to this point, you are brave, you are a brave soul. And so Alex Stein, I am seeing SpSo for him. And 6 wing 7, 8 wing 7, 3 wing 2. Funny guy, funny guy. Check him out. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.